My name is Andrew Davis from Davis Criminal Defense. In Minnesota, assault is defined as either intentionally causing fear of bodily harm or actually causing bodily harm. That means that somebody can be charged without actually causing physical injury. This definition often surprises people and is why that these cases come down to context and credibility. The state will throw all those different statutes at the individual and kind of see what sticks. A good example of that is in a fifth-degree misdemeanor assault, whether it's fear or harm, the state will almost always also charge disorderly conduct. Oftentimes, in fact, almost all times in assault cases, there's what we call a DANCO, which is an acronym for Domestic Abuse No Contact Order. This is where people really get jammed up because the individual charged with assault can't go home. They can't go home through the pendency of the case. They can't have any contact with the alleged victim, oftentimes more than one of them, meaning they can't have any third-party contact through a different person. They can't contact the individual on Facebook or Instagram or any other social media platform. They simply, if they see that individual in a grocery store, they literally have to turn around and leave. So a situation I see often is a couple who gets in an argument, and the temperature rises until one of them calls the police on their significant other. Oftentimes, the next day, the significant other that isn't in jail says, "Well, I didn't want this. How do I stop this? I don't want to press charges." And it doesn't matter. That person is. The alleged victim does not control whether or not the case goes forward and the defendant is prosecuted. It's the state that does the prosecuting. So when people say, I want to drop the charges, that's not how this works. It's the state that decides based on what the law enforcement has gathered as evidence whether or not they're going to move forward and charge them. Prosecutors or the state uses what are called victim advocates. It's an intermediary person that reaches out and contacts the alleged victim in a case and asks them questions about the relationship that you have, what happened on the specific date, and what it is that they want. Are they fearful? Do they want no contact orders? What's their situation? Do they have kids? How is this affecting their life, and what is it that the alleged victim actually wants? The goal is public safety, and so if somebody's saying, I'm not fearful, this was a big mistake, that changes how the prosecutor prosecutes. If the individual is saying, I'm terrified of this individual, this has happened before, they're going to prosecute as hard as they can.